Hey guys, QBMatias here with another cool tutorial video. Today I'm going to teach you how to do something called emulation. Basically, it's a really fancy word for you can play games on your computer, your PC. And yeah, an emulator is just a really fancy, pinky finger type of word for, game console. So when you see something like GBA emulator, um, it just means a Game Boy Advance emulator. And you have these things called ROMs, R-O-M-S, and they're basically another fancy word for games, right? Okay, well, yeah, it's true. You can actually play them, Game Boy games on your PC, on your desktop right here. The really kick-ass thing about this is you can just plug it into a flash drive and play it on just about any computer, really. I take my flash drive to my computers at school. They have Vista and XP, but this will even run on Windows 98. It's really high tech and low tech at the same time. It's so high tech that it'll run on low tech. That's how cool it is. Really kick ass. You can use this to play your old favorite Game Boy games. Your Pokemon Fire Red, Leaf Greens. Right now I'm doing another Fire Red playthrough just because, I like nostalgia and whatnot. You can play your old classic Zelda games, on Game Boy. Any other Game Boy games you might like, Castlevania, those old Sonic Advance games, and I'm gonna teach you how to do all that. Okay, first thing you're gonna want the emulator itself, which is basically the program that runs the console, the mini console. And this is all really easy. You don't need to be a computer tech to do this. Easy stuff. You're gonna want to go to the site called the Emulator Zone. I'll post a link to it. It's pretty easy to find if you just Google it, really. You're gonna want to go here to the Nintendo tab. You're gonna want to click on Game Boy Advance. Click on that, takes you to this website. See the nice little icon there? Uh, the emulator we're gonna use today, and by far the best emulator for Game Boy that is the Visual Boy Advance. Gonna want to click on it. Gonna take you to this page. Gives you some examples of the games. Tony Hawk Pro Skater, Silent Hill, F-Zero. Never really heard of that. Um, the really cool thing about this is you have the default keys, which are the A would be Z and the B would be X, but you can actually remap this to any keys at all on your keyboard. Uh, I have a Modern Warfare 2 PlayStation 3 USB controller that actually use that, and it recognizes it as a joypad controller. So I use my PS3 controller wireless to play Pokemon online. Well, not online, my bad. I mean on my computer. Really kick ass, and especially something like the 3D graphics. Oh yeah. You're gonna want to go down here, Visual Boy Advance Beta. You have the option to open it or save it. I would recommend saving it, otherwise you'd have to come all the way back to the website just to open the program. Again, I've checked the Emulator Zone and absolutely no viruses at all. I can back this up using McAfee. I'm a reliable source. You don't have to worry about any sort of malware, adware virus at all. Okay, so once you download it, you I forgot to tell you, you have to extract it. Well, never mind. You don't have to extract it. You just click in it and open these things up. But you're gonna want to use WinRAR. It says buy online, but it's actually free. If you already have WinRAR, then pretty easy. I usually like to delete this folder, send it to the recycling bin, and empty that sucker, because it really makes your whole computer a lot faster. Once you have this little file, the Visual Boy Advance, you're gonna want to click on it. You don't need that copying thing. What I like to do is like to click and drag this all the way to my desktop right there. It's got a nice little icon. I like it because of my background. Really nice. Uh, Delete that because it's more junk. Uh, what you do, this is basically the program which runs the game. This is like, if you click on it, double click, a little black screen comes on, right? Well, that's basically your blank Game Boy screen, as if you're actually holding the Game Boy. That's what's going on right now. Nothing. So what you have to do is you're gonna want to go to File, and you're gonna want to go Open, not Open Game Boy, but Open. And then you're gonna look for I'm gonna show you how to get that file in a second, right there. But I just want you to know that's how you open. That's how you start the program, and that's how you open it, right? And by the way, I forgot to say, No need to install anything. This is all instant, no installation whatsoever. It really takes up no space. So after that, you have the emulator, fancy word for game system. Now you're gonna want the ROM. I'm gonna show you how to get the Pokemon Leaf Green GBA ROM. Really, if you want see, I just googled Pokemon Leaf Green GBA ROM. If you want, I don't know, Mario Tennis for a Game Boy, you would just put Mario Tennis GBA ROM, and you could find a good website for the downloads. See, the first link I got is Dope ROMs. Again, Dope ROMs is a virus-free website. I've checked this. I usually use them a lot because honestly, they have a lots and lots of ROMs, and they're all reliable and they're not buggy. So yeah, you're gonna want to go to download ROM right here. It's gonna take you to one more website. I'm gonna wait on that. It's like such a geek in this video. You're gonna want to go down, ignore all those advertisement thingies. Gotta go click download again right here. Wait a little bit. Oh, fuck. So what's that? Oh, me. Don't worry about that. Oh yeah, there's so many people use the site, the servers eventually go a little haywire, but I'm sure if you really try, if you try to download it, nothing, there we go. Uh, you have the same option, open or save. You would much rather want to save this, because then you're gonna come back to the website just to get the information. You can go ahead and close this, it's gonna download, I really don't want to let it download so much because you don't want to hear me blabber, so I'm just gonna exit out of it. I've already got a ROM. Basically, once it gets done downloading, it's gonna look like this. It's gonna look like a little file. If it doesn't, my bad. It's gonna be a file that you need to extract. You don't really need to extract it, but it'd be a lot easier. So once you have this file right here, you're gonna click it to open, and you're gonna have all these things, right? Where you only need one of them. Actually, those are just my saves. Okay, and this is the really fun part. You're gonna like this. You're gonna open Visual Boy Advance, go to File, go to Open. Now, on your desktop, you're gonna wanna find that file we just downloaded, right? The Pokemon Fire Red, which I was supposed to download Leaf Green, but since I already have Fire Red, it'll be a lot easier. Double click, and you're gonna get that little white piece of paper. I'll say Pokemon dash either Fire Red or Leaf Green .gba. Open. Bam. Pokemon. Go to put full screen. Oh yeah, it's a real deal. It's the real Pokemon. Wow. Let me lower the volume. Yeah. And the really cool thing is you can actually have save states. I've actually been doing. This is one of my save states for my playthroughs. It's the real Pokemon on your PC. This is so kick-ass. You can use this on just about any computer. Really cool thing is you can save anywhere. You just go to File, you go to Save Game, and you click on one of these, and that basically saves your game. So when you close the program and you're like, oh man, it's about to catch that Pokemon. I bet I'm never going to encounter it again. You can just open the program, go to File, go to Open, click that, then go to File again, you put Load Game, you put Most Recent, then bam, you're right there, right where you saved. That is so kick-ass. Works when you're trying to catch Pokemon, fighting people. Not only does this work on Pokemon, but it works on adventure games where the saves are a little messed up, so you're really going to like this. You have the option to speed things up using select a select key. You configure it. It is really, really cool. Well, that's what I wanted to show you guys today. Yeah, the real Pokemon. You can actually do this on any, and I really am sure, any Windows computer, whether it be Windows 98, Windows XP, or even Windows Vista. Yeah, very, very simple stuff. I hope you guys like this tutorial. Tell me if I sound like a total douche with this voice. It's a little higher pitched than my usual voice, so yeah, kind of weird. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and Cuban Matthias logging off.